everyone. So today we're doing the best in beauty for skincare, hair care, beauty tools. And I'm really excited about this one. Skincare is something that I really enjoy. And I've made a lot of changes with my skincare as I have with my makeup throughout this past year. And I just want to share with you guys some of the standout products, some of the things that I have thoroughly enjoyed. And my skincare routine, I'm just going to say, is pretty simple. My skin is acne prone. I do use Redken every single night, which is a prescription cream that is prescribed mostly for acne, but it's also an anti-aging powerhouse. People love retinols because it restores the skin, keeps it looking younger and more youthful. It helps with collagen production, but it also helps with acne. And I know I have to really give that a shout out, and I have a video about my experience with Redken, and I'll have it linked here so you guys can see what my experience has been. I've been using it for 5 years, and it's the reason why my skin is clear. I do still get breakouts. I'm not going to say that I never get a breakout, because I still do, and it does happen. But I've noticed that as I've made more knowledgeable purchases with skincare, I've seen a huge turnaround. So before I start with the products, I just want to give you a tip for skincare. If you are wanting to get the best skincare products that you can possibly get, whether it's from the drugstore, whether it's high-end or from, a doctor, like a medical grade brand, you have to look at ingredients. And I started educating myself on ingredients and really trying to learn how the skin works and what ingredients work for what purpose. And I've really enjoyed expanding my knowledge on these types of things because I like skincare and I like skin and just learning about it as much as I can. And I've realized that when I've made better choices with skincare products based on ingredients, I've had really good positive outcomes. And one brand in particular that has stood out to me this year, because I started trying them in like late summer-ish time. And one of the things from that brand, and I'll get to it in a little while, is the use of certain ingredients that can trigger certain reactions in the skin and cause it to be sensitive, cause it to have acne or redness or anything. And a lot of things stem from internal. And I do think that before you get into skincare products, I think a big important part of that is health and what you're eating. And for me, that's a really big thing, and I'm not going to sit here and tell anybody what to eat, what not to eat. For me, when I look at my skin, because somebody asked me on Instagram, why does my skin always look so good? It is work. You have to put work into it, and I do. I look at ingredients. I don't wear makeup as much. I eat as clean as possible. I exercise. I go to the gym every single day. I drink a lot of water. I stay out of the sun. Sun is the biggest thing. Stay away from the sun. Look at ingredients. Eat healthy, and you will see changes in your skin and in your body, because I feel freaking great from going to the gym, and I feel like the best me physically that I've ever felt in my entire life. And that's a whole different video or topic, talking about fitness and working out and food. But I do think that what you put into your body is what you're going to get in return. So I feel like I've seen a big difference. I don't break out as much. I used to always have maybe 1 or 2 breakouts, even with the Redken, but I've noticed that's gone down quite a bit because I've been eating really, really well, eliminating processed sugars, cakes, cookies, and kind of getting away from eating so much of that every single day, and it's made a difference. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into like the skincare portion of today's video. So for my skincare routine, it's pretty simple. I don't like to have 15 different things going at one time, or 15 products for my daytime and then 15 different things for nighttime. I think that when you have that, and that works for some people, and I'm not going to say if you do that it's wrong. If it works for you, keep doing it. But I know for my skin, and that's a big thing, knowing your skin, is when I have too many different products going at one time, my skin sort of freaks out. Then I don't know which one is causing the reaction. So I keep everything pretty simple and pretty basic. So my cleanser, I have been using the Pekee bar from Drunk Elephant. I've been using that for a few months. I also have tried the Juju bar as well, and I like those. I've tried the jelly cleanser, and that's also very good. But for most of the year, I've been using the CeraVe hydrating cleanser. I forgot to grab it. I have a backup underneath my sink just in case I run out of my Drunk Elephant products or cleanser and I have something until I can get to the store. So the CeraVe hydrating cleanser is one that I have used and enjoyed very much. It has been recommended to me by many dermatologists. But I also like the Drunk Elephant products as well. I did a video on Drunk Elephant a long time ago. well, was it all October? It was like September, so yeah, quite a bit of time. That was last year. Bye. And I really enjoyed the Drunk Elephant products, and I've seen a difference with my skin, and it has been responding very well to it. The first product that I have to show you guys that I absolutely love is the C Firma Day Serum. This stuff is really phenomenal. It has L-ascorbic acid, which is the pure form of vitamin C, which is also the most well-researched vitamin C out in the market. There's different options, different stable versions of it, but L-ascorbic acid is the pure form of it, and sometimes it works with certain skins and sometimes it doesn't. But it's a 15%, which is where you want to be with vitamin C if you're going to use this. This vitamin C serum makes your skin bright. It makes the complexion clear. There's a lot of clarity in the skin. It reduces pigmentation, whether it's hyperpigmentation from breakouts, which I have a few that I've had, like this breakout here, barely any concealer over it, and that was from November, and it's, again, gone down quite a bit. This one here from October, I had a breakout in October, and I think it's because I was changing my diet and just sort of my body was getting rid of any sort of toxins in my body, and I don't really have to cover that anymore. And that was October. And here we are, like, this is January 2nd, and I have to say that it has to be this because nothing else in my routine that I'm doing is working to fade those marks quickly as this is. Love that vitamin C serum. Another Drunk Elephant product is the B-Hydra Intensive Hydration Gel. This is a little half size, it's 0.5 ounces, that I had in a set that I purchased. I have gone through an entire one of these full size. Love it. I've gone through travel sizes of these. I use this every single night after I cleanse. I put this on and then immediately follow with my Retin A and moisturizer. This is really great. It just adds a burst of hydration to any skin type, whether it's naturally dry, whether you're having a dry moment for whatever reason, whether it's because it's related to the weather where you live or visiting or spending the winter time in. This is great, and you can use it on its own. You can add it to a moisturizer. You can add it to your foundation. There's so much you can do with this. It's hyaluronic acid, which holds 1,000 times its weight in water. It is something that attracts and holds in the moisture into the skin, and it's really, really great. Love that. Another Drunk Elephant product is the Marula Oil. Now, this one I got during the VIB sale in November, and it is almost empty. That is how much I use this stuff. I love it. I use it every morning. Every night. I sometimes will spot treat with this wherever I feel a little dry, if my skin feels a little tight. Randomly throughout the day, I will go to this. I have a mini one in my purse as well, just in case I need it, because this stuff is so incredible. It's an oil that really doesn't feel like an oil. It sinks in and absorbs really quickly. It doesn't cause me to break out because, as you can see, I have no breakouts on my skin. It looks clear, and I just love it. I highly recommend this oil because I have acne-prone skin, and I have been very cautious with oils because some oils can cause breakouts and some won't, and this one doesn't and it works really great, and I love that. And I have to also show you some other products for skincare that I have been enjoying that I feel like are really, really great. My moisturizer, I'm going to show you quickly. It's the Clinique Moisture Surge Intense, the gel cream for dry to or very dry to dry combination skin. This is my second or third one of these, and I'm almost completely out. You can kind of see through the packaging a little bit. And I'm not a huge fan of products in a jar, so I use a Q-tip to scoop out what I need, and I use this every morning and every night. It makes my skin feel very comfortable. I don't get very oily. When I mix this moisturizer with the Marula Oil, I feel like my skin is very balanced, and I'm not producing a lot of oil, which is important because I do have kind of oily skin. Sometimes, I would say more combination. But this is really great, and it feels really nice and hydrating on the skin. It's fragrance-free, which I love, and that's a big thing, fragrance-free with my skincare. And it's also oil-free, and I thought that looking at a formula that's a little bit on the thicker side would have some type of oil in it, but it doesn't. Oil-free, fragrance-free, and it's allergy-tested, so there's not ingredients in here that are going to cause any irritation. I do have sometimes sensitive skin that can be reactive, but I don't have an issue with this, and it works really great. It's affordable. And like I said, I spend more of my money on serums like vitamin C's, acne, spot treatments, my Retin A, things like that is where you want to spend the most of your money. Cleansers and moisturizers, you can kind of be a little bit on the cheaper side. But again, that's all personal preference there. This product is incredible. It is a very expensive product. It is Clinical Active Serum, and I have to share this with you because this is what I use as a spot treatment. This is meant to be a serum that you put all over your face, and it helps give you a nice pretty glow. It helps get rid of dead skin cells. It's got a lot of good ingredients, and I've talked about this before. This little bottle here is $80, the full size, I believe. They raised the price to $140. So it is very expensive, and this is something that you want to use very sparingly. This is something that you want to use just enough to cover your face if you're going to use it all over. If you spot treat with this, it will knock out a blemish in a few days. Like, I'm talking the cystic kind, which is what I get. I don't get little whatever. I get the cystic ones, which are deeply rooted. Once I feel it, put this on, boom, it comes to whitehead and goes away within a couple days. I love this. I will always have this in my collection. It is amazing. It is a medical grade skincare line. It is going to be more pricey than some other brands, but honestly, I've seen things at Sephora that are skincare products that are this price or more, and it's like, no, I'm going to go with medical because there's a lot of science and a lot of studies behind this. So this is great. Is Clinical is a very good brand, and I've enjoyed this. This is a phenomenal spot treatment. For my eye cream, I have recently gotten back into the CeraVe. This is the eye repair cream. I used one from, I think it was my Drunk Elephant one, honestly, the Shaba Eye Complex. I don't know, maybe it could have been a coincidence that I had like little irritation under the eye on this side, but I stopped using that, and then I put this on, and then within a few days it's gone, and it is completely gone. I've used this before, and I've talked about this in lots of favorites. I've mentioned it. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in my favorites for beauty for the year at some point. But it's a simple eye repairing cream that hydrates the skin, keeps the skin under the eye very moisturized. It doesn't irritate my eye. I love this stuff because it's inexpensive and it works really, really good. And it's got hyaluronic acid, and it has ceramides, helps restore and repair the skin's barrier. So if you have a damaged skin barrier, that's when you're going to have a lot of problems with the skin. So this is great, especially for that delicate eye area. This is a really great option from the drugstore. I think I paid like less than $11 for this at Walmart. SPF time. I use the EltaMD. This is the SPF 44, the oil-free tinted version. It is absolutely disgusting. I will just say my packaging is dirty. It's stained. The cap is just gross. But this is really great stuff. Now, the EltaMD is not something that you can go to a store and purchase. You have to buy this through a dermatologist, a plastic surgeon, a medical spa. That's where you're going to be able to get this product. It's for all skin types and also post-procedure skin. So like I said before, the sun is the biggest no-no. It can add to having issues with your skin and pigmentation. It makes you age faster. It's just not good. You don't want to be in the sun. I love the sunlight, and I have to be, keep me in the light is how I say it. But I don't like to be directly under the sun because it's not good for the skin. And you work so hard to keep your skin clear and use good products, and then you go out in the sun, so it makes no point in spending so much money on skincare if you're really not going to protect your skin. This is a tinted version. It's UVA, UVB protection, has transparent zinc oxide and hyaluronic acid. There's skincare benefits to this, and that's why I like it, because it's not just using an SPF. It doesn't really have that, I mean, it does have that smell of SPF, but it's not like the typical drugstore smells that it's like, ugh. So there's a little bit of it, but what I like is the tinted version. It blends into the skin, and it doesn't leave a white kind of grayish cast like other SPFs do. And it works great. It's dye-free, fragrance-free, gluten-free, oil-free, paraben-free, sensitivity-free, and non-comedogenic. So look no further if you're looking for an SPF. Here you go. I'm doing my Vanna White. This is really good. I love it. As I'm looking at my stuff, I should have showed you guys like makeup remover first, then the skincare, because this is kind of like in reverse. But anyways, the Shiseido facial cotton cloths. Talked about these. I love them. This is a big old bag. I have these under my sink. I use them to remove my makeup. I use them for anything. If you use toner, this is where it's at. And I will show you why it's so great. It's really thick. Hopefully the camera so you guys can see. It's really thick, and it's a cotton square, very plush, very soft, and it goes on so smoothly, and it just blends anything in. Like if you're using toner, it blends it in nicely. Or makeup remover. I have used cotton rounds that when I'm rubbing it into my skin, it actually irritates my skin. Believe it or not, there are some out there. Those are the cheapo drugstore ones. This package, I want to say it's either $8 or $10 from Sephora, and maybe even Ulta as well carries it. I mean, I'm not going to go back to anything drugstore for cotton rounds ever, because this stuff is truly amazing. You have to try it. They have small packs. If you don't believe me, get the little mini. Thank me later. Okay. Makeup remover, the simple micellar cleansing water. I use this sometimes to remove eye makeup, or on these little cotton from Shiseido to kind of remove my makeup or get any residual stuff that's kind of in the waterline or really deep into the roots of the lashes. I go in with some of this to remove it, and as you guys can see, I'm almost out of it. This is the one that has minerals and plant extracts. Any micellar water from Simple is great. They have a regular one, and then this one that is for dehydrated dry skin. I don't really use it as a substitute for cleansing. I still cleanse in the morning, I still cleanse at night, but this is just good to have. The Simple stuff, the micellar water, to remove any extra makeup, or if you, like I had the other day, I used a cream eyeshadow and it had a lot of glitter. It's the glazing, glossy, kind of putty thing from Butter London, and I was just like, oh no, no. It was like straight up gold glitter. I was like, no, no. So I'm like doing one of these numbers and taking off my eye makeup because I already had done the rest of the face. So it's good to have it. Really great. For makeup remover, the other one that I want to show you that I love, I have been using the Tatcha cleansing oil, the Camellia one-step cleansing oil, or one-step Camellia cleansing oil. I said that completely backwards. But it is expensive. I'm running out of it. And one that I have loved, and I just bought this like day before yesterday because I have to have it. It's the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. It's just a simple cleansing balm. You use this and you massage it in, it melts everything off, and then when you add water, it turns into a milky cleanser. It takes everything off. Does not irritate my skin, and I like Clinique. I know Clinique is like an old school brand, but it is fragrance free, and it's just a cleansing balm that completely removes everything. It doesn't cause any breakouts, and believe it or not, when you do a cleansing oil, it actually attracts the oils and the debris, and it kind of sucks it out and removes it. Because if you're trying to remove a lot of oil and build up with water, oil and water don't mix. So if you use a cleansing balm that turns into an oil, or a cleansing oil that's in the liquid form, it's going to melt everything off, and it's just going to pull everything right out of the pores and keep it clean. Like my pores are completely clear, and I think it's just double cleansing and using cleansing oils, and also a beauty tool, which we'll get to in a minute. Now this moisturizer, I used it for quite some time. I actually bought it, I think, in January of 2017. It's the SkinMedica Ultra Sheer Moisturizer. I was using this when I lived in Tennessee I lived there for a little while, but for 2017 it was from January all the way through August. And my skin was very oily there because it's humid. It's disgusting there. My skin was just not happy, and it was constantly oily. It was just, I was battling the oil because it was just so humid. I step outside and I'm instantly sweating, and I'm not one to sweat very quickly. So I had to use something that was very light. This is a light, oil-free, fragrance-free formula with vitamins C and E. This is a medical-grade line. It's a 2-ounce product, and I still have quite a bit of it that I could use probably through the T-zone just to kind of finish it off and get rid of the packaging and put it maybe in my empties. But this is just a basic moisturizer if you have oily skin, truly oily skin, or acne-prone skin. This is a really good one to try. It's very lightweight, so if you have any combination skin or any part of your face that's dry, this is not going to be enough for you, so I'm just letting you know. I should have mentioned that when I talked about my Clinique one, but that's one that I used for a big chunk of 2017 and while I was in a very humid place. Now that I'm in a drier climate, I've changed my moisturizer to something thicker, which is the Clinique one. So we're going to talk about beauty tools because I have 2 to show you that have really made a huge difference in my beauty routine, and I've got to share. So the first one is my Clarisonic. This is the Mia 2 that I got a couple months ago, and I use this a few times a week, and it has made a big difference. It leaves my skin extremely soft, the softest it's ever felt, and it gets rid of any sort of residual makeup. If I use the cleansing balm and I still have anything left over, it comes off completely with this. I use it for the time that is programmed for. I don't actually go back in and use it even longer because this is designed to cleanse your skin for the appropriate amount of time, and I just kind of zip right through it. I forgot to mention this when I talked about it in my favorites, but I use the Radiance brush head. They have the one for deep cleaning, like pores. The Radiance one, they have one that's even softer, which I actually want to try, but this is really great. It's a good investment into your skin, and I don't use it every day, but I do see a difference in my skin, keeping it bright, keeping it glowy and clear. The other beauty tool before we get into the hair products is my Sonicare Toothbrush. I got a double pack at Costco or Sam's Club, and I love me some Sam's Club and Costco. Y'all already know this, but this, let me just talk about it. I had one of these a long time ago and enjoyed it. Then somehow I just got back into manual brushing, and when I switched to this several months ago, has been a huge difference. Let me just tell you, my teeth are very sensitive to begin with. I cannot chew on ice because it makes me cringe and it hurts my teeth. Anything extremely cold hurts my teeth and makes them feel really sensitive. bleaching my teeth using crest strips, full as I'll get out. I can't do it. And I don't do bleaching for that reason, because my teeth actually end up hurting afterwards. So I decided to try the Sonicare as a form to get a better clean on my teeth and also to help keep them bright and white. And it's made a significant difference because I drink coffee every single morning. I drink lots of tea. I'm not a red wine drinker, but I have to have my coffee, and I do drink quite a bit of it sometimes. Some days 1 cup, some days a couple cups. And it does show on your teeth over time, and they do get yellow. And I thought, I'm going to try this. And believe it or not, it's knocked out the stains. I don't have to go to the dentist and have them scrub or scrape stains off anymore because this stuff works. And that's all I'll say about that. Something that I think everybody should have, a Sonicare type of brush. There's different options out there that are similar to that, but just one that can give you a better clean. It's like 31,000 strokes per minute. You can't do that with your hands. It's just a better, cleaner, deeper clean for your teeth. And I really see a difference, and I enjoy it. My husband, he's also seen a huge difference in his teeth, and he's like, this stuff really works, because it does. Okay, so hair products. Really quickly, I keep my hair very simple. I don't spend a lot of time doing my hair. I do go and get it colored at the salon, and I try to keep up with that as I'm supposed to, but sometimes I do fail at that. But I do keep my hair products very simple. I don't like to gunk up my hair with a lot of product, and here's why. The more product you put on your hair, the more buildup you have, and it could clog hair follicles, and I have issues with very thin hair anyways, especially around my hairline, and I just keep everything very minimal. So I don't have a ton of things to show you, but I will show you some of the things that I have really enjoyed, and I use it every time I wash my hair. I use these, not all of them, but almost all of them. And the first one I'm going to show you is the Paul Mitchell Extra Body Sculpting Foam. I use this just in my crown area when I'm blow drying my hair to give it some lift, and it does work. I have very fine hair. It's very thin as well. So in order for me to get lift and volume and life into my hair, I have to put product in it. You can't expect to have bouncy, beautiful, voluminous hair if it's very thin and very fine and straight. That's me. And my hair can get a little bit oily sometimes, so when I use this, I just use it in my crown area, massage it in, and when I actually blow dry my hair, I blow dry it. Like if I part my hair from here, from my right to the left, I actually blow it in the opposite direction, so it gives me more lift. And I do the same thing on the left side. I blow it to the right, so that when I lay it to the left where it's supposed to go, it's got some lift. And I do tease my hair as well, just a little bit though on that. This stuff really works. I got mine at Ulta, and I've had that one for a long time. For dry shampoo, I have two. The Moroccan from, the Argan from Morocco. I need some more coffee. Dry shampoo. This is the, is this a scented one? I don't know what's the scent on this one. It's the blue one. And you can get these at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, anywhere that sells drugstore stuff. But this says free of sulfates, parabens, phthalates, gluten, and artificial colors. And I just like to use things that are just a little bit better for your hair. I've been trying to avoid silicone as well in my shampoos, and also sulfates, which are not good things to have in your hair. It causes buildup, it fades hair color. So this dry shampoo is really good. It actually smells like oranges when you spray it. I swear, I thought I picked up a scent. Let me see. I don't know what scent this is, but it smells like oranges. It smells really good. It's a dry shampoo, works really well. You have to be just a little bit careful with that one, because if you put too much on it, it can make the hair look a little bit kind of white, especially if you have darker hair. You're going to be able to see it. The other dry shampoo, which I absolutely freaking love, is the Kristen S. I don't know how to pronounce this, but you can get it at Target. This is the Style Reviving Dry Shampoo for all hair types, and it's vitamin enriched, oil absorbing, odor eliminating, and I love this stuff because it truly works. But what makes this so fabulous is that it does not give you the white cast. Like, you can spray a lot of this, and of course if you do like one specific spot, you spray a ton of it, you're going to see it. But if you're doing it like you're supposed to, just kind of all over, it doesn't leave any sort of white cast. And I like to put this on day 2 and day 3. If I go to the gym, I definitely like to use some of this as well in between washes. Love it. It's a 4-ounce bottle for I think $17 to $20-ish at Target. Love it. Really, really great stuff. I want to try more from this brand, so if you've tried more products from this brand, let me know what you think in the comment section. Really quickly, to kind of wrap up this video, for hairspray, I've always used the Tresemme Tray 2. I've been using that, I don't 8 years or so. It's been a long time, but I recently decided to try a different one from the Tresemme one. This is the Expert Beautiful Volume, and it's just a very thin, light hairspray. It does have a flexible finish, which I like, but I use this when I do like styles like this where I want to keep my bangs up, or flyaways. When I curl my hair, I use this, and it's a very fine mist. It doesn't over gunk my hair. It doesn't feel crispy and crunchy. It doesn't flake and look white on the hair. I love it. It's a system for bouncy, touchable hair, and I do believe that that gives you those results. And it's just really great. And I don't use this every day. I do not. I only use it when I have a specific style I want to keep in place, or when I take the time to curl my hair with a curling iron or flat iron. I use just a touch of this on the ends. I don't put this all over the place unless I have like an updo or like something I need to keep all my hair up. Really great and affordable. Super, super affordable. And my last thing is the Redken 25 Benefits One United All-in-One Multi-Benefit Treatment. That is a mouthful, but I use this in my damp hair before I blow dry. It has a heat protectant in it. It helps condition the hair. It helps give you shiny, glossy hair. You can use this in between hair washes as well to kind of soften the ends, and you can spray this in before brushing your hair. It's really good. It smells amazing, and the smell actually does linger, which I like. It smells very florally though. I'm wrapping up this very, very long video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that I was very helpful with information on these products. I feel like I can talk about skincare all day long because I just love it. But if you want to share some of your favorites for hair care, for skincare, beauty tools, anything like that, I'd love to hear from you. And of course, you can share that with other members in the beauty community as well. Thank you so much for being here with me today for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Check out the list below of everything that I mentioned in today's video. Subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and you can follow me on social media. It's here on the screen. Have a fabulous day, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.